Her Rejected Truth is a platform really dedicated to women like me, women who maybe 10-15 years ago needed this kind of content. So the whole concept of Her Rejected Truth is a duality. Okay, so it's two forms. One, the primary is the representation of Her Rejected Truth. Jesus was the rejected cornerstone. His word is rejected in society. And then the duality of that is also the fact that there are women who don't know who they are. Their identity has been affected because of what they've experienced growing up in young adulthood as a child. And therefore, if you don't know who you are, who you've been called to be by the Lord, then how do you be the most successful, effective person that God has called you to be? And I think that just really was housed under this platform ministry, whatever you want to call it. As of recent, I went to a retreat which was fantastic. I shared the reel on social media. The one I attended was 2022, and for me that was very poignant. That was God's kind of calling me into the season. I thought, Isaiah 43, that scripture I kept getting in that retreat, the new thing scripture, the most popular scripture that you're probably hearing a lot. And I thought, great, new thing. I'm stepping into the new thing season. This is going to be fantastic. But boy, oh boy, was it not. This new thing season for me was one that I was stepping into one of the most hardest couple of years of my life, but very, very necessary. Out of that birthed so much, and I'm so appreciative of what God has done. In this most recent retreat, the last time God started to speak to me about a few things he wanted to execute in 2025. There was a session that we had on kingship and priesthood. I think it's kingship and priesthood. And so this whole concept of who you are, it is really who you've been called to in the marketplace, kingdom, and then also as in priesthood, it's spiritually who are you. There was a particular part around being your identity, not being bipolar or sectioning off one part of yourself and then having another part of yourself. And in reality, I kept ministry and who I was in terms of in the marketplace very separate. I assumed that's what I had to do. I assumed that, I do ministry work, whatever God has commissioned me to do, and then I separate it to who I am in the marketplace. But in this retreat, God was really speaking to me and ministering to me about the fact that he wants me to, when I'm speaking about identity and I'm sharing with you ladies coming into identity, he said, my name and who I am is really important. And he said, for this season, this is the announcement, that he wants me to use my name. He wants me not to be Kel's, known as her under Her Rejected Truth, but Kelechi Ukandu, which is my full name, Nigerian. I am Nigerian by ethnicity, British born Nigerian.